Welcome to Solo Shot First, and today we are going to be having a look at the Han Solo Echo Base figure from The Empire Strikes Back. Now, couple of things to say about this card back. Look, it's a great image there of Harrison Ford, obviously, that you do have on the front, which is obviously a still straight from the film. But the strange thing is, obviously, they're not using the image where he's actually got that coat on. So, you know, you only see it very, very fleetingly in the film when him and Chewbacca are sort of working on the Falcon. But so, although it's a nice card back image, it's sort of it's not correct really in terms of obviously with the sort of coat that he's wearing. So it's a bit of a shame that they sort of used that image, even though don't get me wrong, it is a great image of Han, and obviously of Harrison Ford, but you would have thought that they would have just put it on. The image would have been with him actually sort of wearing that coat, but I suppose maybe they couldn't get a decent still or anything from that sort of a close up really. Hence why they've gone with that image. But it is still a really, really nice looking card back. You've got that Kenner logo down there in the bottom right corner, the warning on the top right, and the 4+ age group in the top left. The actual name pill, obviously, as you can see, is in that nice green, and that is actually quite striking. So you can quite easily sort of see, you know, the Han Solo Echo base, and it does make the character stand out quite vibrantly in the bubble. And in there, it looks like obviously there's a few additional accessories, obviously with regards to his blaster. And I think you get some sort of tool, but we'll have a look at that. And then obviously there's that sort of welding mask, sort of welding helmet, whatever you want to call it. But a really, really nice looking card back. And we'll just have a quick look at the back. So this is VCO3, but this one obviously is the 2020 re-release of this actual card. Lovely that racetrack design on the back. Again, the other figures that were part of this wave. And that includes, obviously, the re-release of Leia. I think that's the re-release of Vader, the VCO8, Sayat Marai, and the Klaatu Skiff-Guard, and Luke Endor, which I think that one is the VC23, which is also a re-release of that figure. So one final look at the front of the packaging, and then we'll just get the figure out and we'll actually have a look at the figure in a little bit more detail. But VCO3 2020 re-release, this one. Okay, so here we've got the figure out of the packaging, and I've actually managed to get a couple of things here. Obviously, I've managed to get that spinner going, although it does seem to be going incredibly slowly. But that's probably not a bad thing, because it does mean that you can get a relatively decent look at this figure. Oh, hang on, let's see, is it going to play ball? It's going very slowly, as I said, but you can get a decent look at the figure, obviously, as he just rotates. And actually, the other thing there is, I don't know if you can see that, I've managed to actually get this figure on a peg stand, which is quite nice. But overall, this is a lovely looking figure of Han. Sorry, this spinner isn't going to work. Let's get him off of that. There we go. So yeah, I think it's a really nice looking figure. I mean, I'd love to actually sort of have this in a massive diorama because I just like that sort of Echo base, because I like it when he's wearing this gear. The one thing that I would say is that sort of plastic goods cape that they've got on him, it does sort of, this bit here is a little bit, doesn't sort of sit properly on his right hand side. It's a little bit out of line, but I suppose that's just so you can sort of see the holster, and that's a decent working holster for his weapon. And the accessories, obviously, that you do get with it. The other thing, so you've got the his traditional blaster, if I can bring that in. I don't know if that's going to focus. No, I'm not going to get that to focus, sorry. For some reason. No, doesn't want to do it. But anyway, sorry about that. And then obviously you get this welding gear. Come on, camera. Don't know what's going on with this camera work. But so that's like a welding tool. And then you get this welding helmet. That's not even focusing particularly well. I don't know what's going on here. Apologies for that. But it's a nice touch. Anyway, in terms of the articulation, good articulation on this figure, as you would expect. Articulation at the head, at the shoulders, at the elbows, swivel at the wrist, swivel at the waist, articulation at the hips, knees, and the ankles. So a very, very nice card back. Really good figure. Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously Han is my favourite character, funnily enough. And I think that's a pretty, again, if that will focus, I'm not sure why it's not playing ball, but it's weird. I don't know if you can see that. That's a, move him out there. That's a pretty decent head sculpt as well of Han, I think. And it's just nice to obviously have sort of different versions of them. And this one is a good one. Anyway, again, it was just a quick video today. This is, as I said, the original, I think it was 2010 possibly. This is the 2020 re-release, which is just meant to have that sort of slightly more photoreal head. And I think it is slightly better than the other one. I don't actually have that to hand, unfortunately. But yeah, a very, very good figure. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, there'll be plenty more videos coming shortly. If you've got any questions or any comments on this figure, please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.